So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm joined by Alex Canuel, and he's the bass player for a band, Late Night Drive. So, a Late Night Trouble, sorry. And we're here to talk about their last album that they put out in October called Candyland. So, Alex, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. So, I listened to the album and your EP. So, tell us a little bit about the band and for people who haven't listened to the band, like the style that you guys play.
Well, we're called Late Trouble. We're from Montreal, Canada. That's why you hear that French accent right now. We're from Montreal. So yeah, we play rock music. Dirty rock and roll music, but with a modern twist. And yeah, we just recorded that album in early 2023. Full album, full first record. We previously had an EP that we released through 21 and 22, and now we've like really gone to our new our own style. I think we're very proud of that album. 10 songs, and yeah, so far it's been great. It's been great.
So, tell us a little bit about the history of the band. How did you guys form and meet?
Well, at first we were like in other bands and stuff, and then Sebastian, our current guitar player, he joined us in like late 2019. So we had that other band. We started writing a bunch of songs together, and then we had a bunch of shows booked. But unfortunately, like 2020 came, and then like we got like 15 shows that got canceled. So then everything went down, and really that's where we really found the trademark of Late Night Trouble. Because before we were just like playing random rock songs, but we had no style and no signature. So really, we brought that like dirty rock music that we love, and I think we made it our own. And Late Night Trouble came, the name came a bit after, and then we recorded the first EP called Lights Out up to today when we recorded that new album with our friend and producer Robin Mayhew, who's in Montreal now too. So yeah, it's been a great journey, and we're just gonna keep doing what we love and keep writing great music.
So, what bands inspire at least you? Like, what bands make you want to become a musician?
Well, as for me, I started playing guitar when I was like 13 or 14, and fell in love with the rock music and ACDC. Started like this, but then I went do something else for a long time, and then I came back to music in my mid 20s, and I was really in love with Green Day. Like the whole thing, I really loved like that. Just guitar sound, cool songs, catchy songs that I can sing along to. Fell in love with the band, saw them live. It was my first concert, and then that's what I want to do. So just keep grinding up till now, and then for the band, I think the main inspiration for the band is a band called Danko Jones from
Yes, I've listened
Toronto.
to it.
He like
Yeah.
dirty rock and roll music. We like love it so much. That's the really one of the main inspiration. But we try to pick everything that we listen to and make it our own. So, but there's no inspirations. Yeah, Denko Jones is the main one, but like we love a bunch of bands, and we always think, for me personally, like I said, Green Day, all that punk rock stuff, like Sum 41, Billy Talent, we love that. Roxanne is the same thing. We have like pretty like very similar taste of music. Sebastian, he likes bands like 2 Days Grace, Nickelback, and like I'm mentioning Canadian artists, but yeah, we love a bunch of artists from everywhere. It's really hard to pick one for that album, with the more modern sound that we brought. I was really like Demi Lovato, or album, latest rock album that she did. I really loved it. I think it was really well made, and I love that sound. And it's really a sound that we were trying to compare ourselves now to. And it was important for us to upgrade in our style and evolve compared to our first EP. So yeah, that's how I went down.
Okay, so the album is out already since October. It's been out. So it's called Candyland. So the, were you inspired by the game Candyland?
No, actually, it was the song "Welcome to Candyland." When
Hmm.
we decided to do an album, this song came out, and Sebastian had the idea. Let's name the album Candyland. It really fits with our band, with the style of the other songs. It's something really colorful, really fun, and that's pretty much it. And then Candyland became Welcome to Candyland, the opening song of the album. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. And then for the artwork, with that word, when you just have that fresh ID Candyland, you can do so much. There's so much thing you can do with that, but you don't want it to be too like cheesy and childish. So our main man, Cedric, who does our artwork, he came up with that idea, and we loved it.
Okay, yeah, I wondered because there was a board game called Candyland, like back in the 90s or 80s. So I was wondering, like, if you guys played that game and you felt like, hey, Candyland.
No, no.
No,
Uh,
okay. So I know that you're the bass player, but do you the lyrics? Does your lead singer handle all the lyrics, or is it like a group effort?
it's a little bit of a group effort, but it's mainly our guitar player Sebastian who writes the songs. Roxanne on her side on the vocals. She'll come up with some lyrics too, and some vocal melodies. But it's mainly Sebastian who writes the song and comes up with the ideas. And then we just like add our stuff all around. But it's important in the band that everyone have their job to do. And Sebastian really takes care of that things, but we also help. And like for myself, I'm more into like song structure and small details and stuff like this.
Yeah, there was a few songs in the album that reminded me a little bit about. There was this like punk band in the beginning of the 2000s. It was like punk popish pop punk called the Donnas. Do you remember that band?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, there's some songs that kind of reminded me of them, like Date Night and Pretty Little Thing. So, tell me a little bit about the process of making the record.
Yeah, so we recorded it with our producer and friend Rob here in Montreal, who's like a new producer, but he's very talented. We've met him in 2020. We played a show with his former band. Like one of those shows where people had to sit down. So we played that show. We met him, and I was following him since then, and I knew he was like really talented. So I approached him to do the album, and everything went down so well. But it's something we recorded all on our side separately, but we did it on the weekends. So it was not like a big session where you like go to the studio for like 3 days or a week, and then you record the full thing. You just really went. Mainly Sebastian at first built the songs, played the guitar parts, then the lyrics. We did all that on the weekends because we have still have our daytime jobs during the week. So we just like did that for like almost 3 months. Started in March, a little bit of March, April, May, and June too. That was a lot of work, but we're very proud of it. And yeah, that's how it went.
Like I know that the sound of the band is pretty much very up tempo, like kind of happy music. Like, would you ever write like a sad song or something that would be more mellow?
Yeah, for sure, we're down for it. But it's like I've mentioned before, it's important for us to evolve our sound at one point. You know, we just don't we don't want to keep like doing the same album over and
Hmm.
over again. So when we first choose the songs for the album, we had a few songs that were more serious and different tempos, but we've purposely decided to take them away and keep them for another time. Because I think now we wanted to really have an album that was all about fun and catchy, hooky rock songs.
Well, yeah, there's a song like "You Wear Me Down" that maybe is more like serious because it's like a. I was reading the lyrics. It's kind of like a toxic relationship type of thing, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, this one is the has that vibe a little bit.
Okay. So you being the bass player, like growing up for you, did you have like 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 bass players that inspired you? Like which ones are like your favorite bass players?
Yeah, sure. Well, for me at first, you know, I play a little bit of guitar, but then that idea that we could actually, hey, we could start a band, and I just like I wanted to be in a band, so I'm like, I'll be the bass player. You know, I can play a little bit of guitar. I'll learn the bass, and that's what I did. I went to a pawn shop and bought $100 guitar bass and started playing from there. But yeah, Mike Dern from Green Day, as I love that band so much, was a big inspiration to me. And also, I will always remember when I first saw Stone Temple Pilots live in 2018. Actually, it was with their new singer now, but they were so good live. And that bass player Robert DeLeo,
Yeah,
he
he's very
impressed
good.
me so much, and I love that band. And he's like, I think he's up there for me of my favorite bass player for sure.
Okay, so yeah, Mike from Green Day and Robert from Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah, I remember I talked to another band this year, and we talked a little bit about Robert DeLeo's like bass lines that were pretty like he's kind of like underrated in that way. So for you in this album, like, do you have like a favorite song? Like, which one is your favorite song to play live, and which song for you? Like maybe was the most difficult to write or perform.
Well, my favorite song for live, I would say, is probably "Smothering You" and "You Wear Me Down." And I'd say "Criminal" too. So those three we did all those songs live at least like 4 times now. So yeah, I love those ones. The energy is so good. The riffs are fun to play. And like I've said, "Smothering You," it's the oldest song of the album. We started doing that song, a different version, but like 2 years ago. And it's always fun playing that song. And the most difficult is definitely "One of You," "Hanging On," which is the last song of the album. It's a different song and it's more complicated, and it changes tempo like 3 times. There's three different speeds going on, so you need to be right on. And this is a harder song to play for sure.
Okay, so the album's being out now. Can people get it physically, or or is it only digital at the moment?
It's only digital at the moment. for sure, we're hoping to print vinyl copies and CD copies and everything. But you know that album, we released it. We released one song, and then 2 weeks after, we released the full album right away instead of doing one song by song over like 6 months or something. So it's going to be a long stretch, and hopefully we'll get enough success in the album that we'll have enough demand to print copies, because we're hoping for it. But it has to be more of a worth it for us instead of just uh, printing a bunch of copies and then keeping them in your closet forever.
Of course. So, what's next for the band? Any? I know the year is almost ending. Do you have some shows coming up?
Right now, we don't have any shows booked, but we're working hard and looking forward of going on tour next year in 2024, and hopefully in the US. So we all only played in Eastern Canada so far. So we want to get out of here and play in the US and Europe, anywhere we want to. I think our style is more suited to go somewhere else than Canada. Although we love playing here, but I don't think the industry is in good shape right now here. There's not much shows going on. Economy is harder, so we're looking forward to that. Playing in the US, get on our first tour, because all the shows we played so far, we did our own little tour, but it was like 3 shows in 3 days maximum, and we come back home and then we go to another city the next weekend and stuff. Like we're really looking forward for that band that's gonna bring us on tour for a support slot, and we'll be ready for sure, because that's where you live the late night trouble experience. It's at the live concert. We give it all, and we love it.
Yeah. So, if you had to go on tour with a band, which band would you choose to like? Would you love to go on tour with?
Steel Panther.
Steel Panther. Well, yeah, like yeah, they're kind of like the like a party atmosphere. So I think it would go good with your band and your aesthetic. So I'll put the link for people who wanna like listen to the album digitally or buy it on Bandcamp or something like that. So anything you like to say to the people who watch this video on like what to expect like if they haven't listened to late night drive like one song that you say like listen to this song first so you can get a taste of what we sound like.
Well, I think you got to start with the first one. The album is made this way. Start with the first one, and go until you're tired of it. But you can expect different stuff if you listen through it, because there's parts. I think the end is more alternative. The middle is more hard rock, and the first part there's more pop and electronic elements in the few songs there. So there's different vibes, but it's always high tempo and fun. It's we have a lot of fun making those songs, and I think it's important because there's a lot of bands that play like more songs that are more serious matters and more deep, and they do it very well. But there's only a few that can do like fun and like and dirty rock songs well, and I think we achieved it. And but we have more in our pocket for sure. So if you like it, latenightrouble.com, everything is there, all our socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and keep following us, because you'll have more stuff. And one thing about us for sure, me personally and all the members of the band, is that we just keep improving in everything we did in our lives. We always kept improving, and we'll just keep getting better, and we'll keep writing more good songs, and it's going to be a good journey. So latenightrouble.com, all is there. We got that new album Candyland, 10 songs, and that previous EP Lights Out with 5 songs. couple of music videos, a lot of content also coming up on TikTok and YouTube, video content, cool stuff coming up. Yeah, just give us a follow and give us a chance, and you'll love it. We're cool band, and you won't find a band similar to us anywhere else.
Okay, so yeah, I'll put the link so people can check it out. So people, the album is out now, Candyland, Late Night Trouble. I'll put the link so anyone that can stream it. So Alex, I want to thank you for taking some time of your night to chat with me about the album.
Hey, thanks.
So yeah, so until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.